Mm. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your patience through difficulties. So if you see me glitch or go in and out, like right now, all right. But welcome to your live exclusive tarot report. Um, welcome. I'm not sure if you guys see me streaming to you, but uh hello. All right, let's try this again. What I said last time, or are you guys just now seeing me? Here and see me. Welcome once again to your live exclusive uh, uh, tarot report. Uh, You. Yeah, they on me crazy. I think I'm back. Welcome. How are y'all doing? I think I got you guys. Let me see if restoring the pages does anything. Whew. Shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for your patience. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to address certain things that I'm gonna look more into. So I did not necessarily know that you guys are getting bombasted with ads. Um, I kind of just do that automatically. I handle the ad platforms and everything automatically. But let me see. No way. I thought you was gonna restore me. No way. Fuck. No way. Oh well. I know I pressed it. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know some of the videos may be hit with a lot of ads. And yeah. I mean there should be like some ads, I guess, but yeah, I don't ever want to see it like bombarded with so many ads. Okay. Well, I lost all my tabs, guys. Starting from scratch. That's crazy. I feel like a new man now. I sacrificed all my tabs for you all. So this is definitely going to be a special live. Um yeah, I'm going to work on the ad situation, see if I can just so there's not like one every 6 seconds, but other than that, I'm going to be pulling from the Hermetic Tarot deck. This is a feature of this exclusive live tarot. The tarot, okay, is much appreciated. Um, we're gonna do 3 different spreads. This Aquarius season, we will do a career, life purpose, destiny spread, and then a romance spread, and then we'll look into your abilities, your powers, Okay. So yeah, if anything, I'm going to establish the ritual we did before. This will apply for all pals, but we'll do it for the next 2 for anyone who kind of just has entered or joined. All right. Shout out to Forest Fairy Tarot. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Michi the Queen. All right. Shout out to all the heavy hitters in her. Okay. And yeah, I would like for you to set any intention, whatever it is. I want a taco. I intend to live my greatest life. I intend to gain insight from these readings. Step 1 is to set the intention. Step 2 is to set the intention that everyone else's intention comes true. For the highest good of all. Okay. Boom. That's it. You're in the potluck. So just keep doing that. For those of you who would like a live reading, please click the link below. Oh my God. Did all my cookies go too? What is this? Oh, no wonder. Boy, if you don't sign in, who paused my sync, boy? What is this? Wow. All right. Anyway. Wow. You took all my cookies too. That's crazy. How you gonna just take my cookies? That is insane. Anyway, for those of you who want a live reading, you know what I mean? That's crazy. All right. Shout out to Sharmila. I had a very amazing reading with Sharmila. She just reminded me why I'm happy to represent Gemini and how fucking magical we are. I mean, regardless of any sign I do readings with, it's a go. And you're gonna see right now. So yeah, thank you guys for pouring in your intentions. Brace for miracles. Okay. There we go. Healthy burp. All right. This is gonna be your destiny, but really career life purpose reading. All right. If you don't really believe in destiny, then this is gonna be your career. But even though we could say they're different, let's just put them all one. So the underlying theme we have is the Eight of Cups, Lord of Abandoned Success. We're getting deep right off the bat. Let's not do the some of you game. For those of you who this applies to, comment a 2. Right off the bat, you have put in work towards a path that the success you deserve, you weren't recognized enough, you didn't get enough. Some of you feel maybe a little bitter, almost as if like, wow, like I know the work I put in was good. So it's like, not where is the success? It's not that you don't have success, but it's in a sense where it's like some of you may feel a little bit hesitant to walk away from it because maybe you built your identity off of this. Maybe this might be all you've known for a minute. And the Eight of Cups is telling you as an underlying theme, it's time to go. It's time to go. All right. The whole notion that maybe you didn't get the success you were looking for, it's an illusion. A lot of this is a Neptune and Pisces influencer illusion. So it's not that you didn't get the success. It's that, and it's not even that it's delayed. It's that you do, and that's the main feeling. You don't care anymore. There's a sense of detachment here where one, you've done everything you need to do, but let's just be real. For those of you who commented a 2, your walking away with this was meant to be met with so much more reward, so much more fulfillment. Instead, what it feels like is you dropped gems and the blueprint, and like maybe you were underrated or certain people just never followed. You know what I mean? So your staying wasn't about, oh, I want the success. Your staying was, I know if I leave, who's going to do what I did? You know what I mean? It's like you're doing this for whoever you're doing this for. You know what I mean? So with that being said, the Eight of Cups really just represents your departure from this first phase of your journey, which is all getting ready to come back around for you to realize that nothing that you were nothing you were destined to succeed in, you missed. You didn't miss any of that. But I don't want to sugarcoat this. A lot of this Eight of Cups is this melancholic. It doesn't have to be like bitter. It doesn't have to be sad, but it is some kind of melancholic, minor bittersweet feeling of, everybody can't go with you. You know what I mean? The other feeling that's coming through here is, if you commented a 2 or not, there's this sense of it's time for you to kind of walk away. Like it doesn't have to be a bitter feeling at all, or it doesn't have to be like you didn't get the success you needed. A lot of this could just be like you feel like your work is done. Like everything that you were meant to do, yeah, there might be more, but it's like the next path on your soul journey is calling you away from what you're doing. And especially for those that have outgrown it, you may not know the next step. Now, the cool thing is the 9 of Cups of your wish come true and satisfaction is the next step. So just keep in mind, like, especially this Aquarius season, you are preparing to walk away, even if this is just the emotional attachment, the emotional investments you've had towards your career. You're ready to quite literally transmute it. All right. And it's not necessarily in a bad way as much as it's so much that your cycle with this is done. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, the reason why the 8 of Cups is there is that there may be more work or connections, or the feeling I'm getting is everyone who was meant to really gain from it. The feeling I'm getting is everyone can't go. Everyone cannot go with you. That's basically it. And it's like, damn, maybe certain people may never really get the opportunity, but they had the chance. And it's not entirely like that, but that's coming out pretty heavy. Anyway, we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is beautiful, Lord of Success Unfulfilled. This is talking once again about really putting in work towards something that maybe you feel is growing way slower compared to other people who seemingly just like come into quick success. And this is mainly because you didn't cut corners. You didn't necessarily take shortcuts. The 7 of Pentacles is talking about a promise of fortune you have been investing your life force in. So the main core of this reading is not just talking about walking away from what you have been working on, but not in the sense that you're not finishing it, but in the sense that the wait is over. Okay. The challenge that we have here is the Hierophant. So once again, this is literally investments in entire organizations and infrastructure. Hierophant for some of you represents literally the college career or the school career that you have done, whether as a student or a teacher, and wondering, wow, I've put in more work that is greater than what I'm getting paid for, is greater than the recognition that I should be getting compared to recognition other people are getting for barely doing shit. And almost this sense where it's like people may not even be at the intellectual capacity to even understand the significance of what you've done. And if you cared about all that ego shit, it would get to you, but you don't even care about that. You're in it for the game. Like, you really care about actually what you're doing. And nowhere in this reading do I get this sense of, oh, like, I wish it would come. You're not a wisher. This is just really that, is it still worth it to do? Is this still worth it to invest in? And that's really the challenge as far as any issue in maintaining a status quo that doesn't honor your investment versus being willing to really create a new status quo. So that's the first thing. The underlying theme we have here is the Magician. So like at the basis of all this, some of you are carrying entire organizations. Not to say other people aren't doing their part, but like your skills, your talent has been the driving force of this development of your wisdom, knowledge, and the investment you've done so. And like, it's hidden here privately. Like, people may not realize that because of your unique skills and talents, certain organizations saving face and putting on a front, acting like they're doing anything, would collapse if you just decided to walk away. And that's why some of you are hesitant. Like, should I walk away when the game needs me most? Like the Avatar? You know what I mean? Like, you still look at people who genuinely need what you have, and it's not like you want to leave them open to just get devoured by wolves and frauds, but you still have the rest of your journey to walk. The past position we have is the last judgment. So it's crazy. Many of you walked into this path to come into the awakening of what it is you're meant to do. And, and you ended up awakening everyone else around you. You were the judgment in ways you may not even realize. This is talking about how it was this guidance towards what you're meant to do, who led you down this path. And thankfully we have the King of Swords. So let it be known, the magician is saying that you're deeply skilled, and the King of Swords is saying you are the expert of your field. There's nobody fucking with you at your field. Some people may try. People can't even call you a know-it-all, because you actually know it all, especially respective to your field. You have receipts. People come to you for advice. And the Seven of Pentacles represents the investment in this grind that has enabled you to develop these skills. All right. The King of Swords can put themselves out there as an intellectual authority, but they may not necessarily have the skill to back it up. You have both. And I love how it's the King of Swords. This is really speaking of the peak. You're really good at what you do. All right. You're really good at what you do. That's all I have to say. So the next step moving forward is the Six of Cups, the Lord of Pleasure. And respective to Aquarius season being a completion of harvest cycles, we kicked it in May. This, I feel, represents a lot of that pleasure and water breaking through. This is also a soulmate card, and the Six of Cups usually deals with connecting with old friends, connecting with a feeling of nostalgia, but this is a feeling of innocence, especially now because we're talking about career. You took the Seven of Pentacles and you've turned your career into something that is comfortable to do. Six of Cups, when we talk about a career reading, is a comfortable and fun work environment. All right. And this is really beautiful because I think this is going to next step, meaning within this next week, the next couple of days, this is going to really now push forward a lot more of this feeling of fulfillment. What you're coming up as is the Queen of Swords. I feel like for some of you, this is bang on. This is the Libra woman, but this is someone who is very dedicated and focused on their individual goals. They're not distracted. All right. This is the Queen of Swords. For some of you watching, you're an intellectual powerhouse. Like nobody can outsmart you. Like you know logic, you know how to communicate with people. You're very well educated. And this is very beautiful because regardless of who's watching this, this represents the focused element of your intellect towards how it is you're quite literally shining and holding composure of yourself. All right. And the energy around you and how you're seen is the Princess of Wands. So you have this new sense of excitement. This could really just represent this new sense of excitement around you relative to the potential of what's possible. Um, and relative to awakening a different direction as well. Now, the guidance we have here is the Three of Cups, and I like where this reading is going, the Lord of Abundance. So we have the Six of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, like everything on the right side of the reading is the future. The guidance is saying to have fun. And where we have this solemn energy of like really investing, some of you have literal portfolio investments, and we have this abandoned success. The pleasure and abundance is talking about you are coming into a period. So I think some of you may be so focused on your career, you're not celebrating, you're not having fun. And this isn't really in a way to celebrate rewards that are to come. You actually want to take everything you've accomplished with your career and with this next pleasure that's coming in, because Six of Cups is the next step, is pleasure you gain from the rewards of your work. Celebrate to your accomplishments. And the outcome that we have, oh my God, you can't be fucking serious. I think some of you might cry. The outcome we have here is the Four of Pentacles, the Lord of earthly power. So I really love this because the reading quite literally starts off with a promise of fortune. This reading is all about the investment of, is this worth it? Is the work I'm really putting in going to pay off? And the outcome is yes. You are establishing financial security and stability and earthly power and success and status based off of these actions, based off of you making yourself a legit authority in your field of expertise. And this pleasure, so this is talking about the pleasure and wealth that comes from what you're doing. So I want you to see how we have these characters here, right? This awakening, the work done, and now near future guidance outcomes. This is literally talking about you. And that's why I'm saying, like, we're coming into a reading like this during the mathematical completion of harvest that we did 3 months ago, starting from the seeds we sowed in May. So it makes sense that we're getting this, but it's still amazing to see. The Four of Pentacles is saying that by the end of Aquarius season, you are in, relative to this career reading, a financially secure position. This is the Four of Pentacles based off of work you've created. And that's where now the Eight of Cups is going to disillusion this feeling of why you feel you need to walk away, because the job really is done. And this is going to provide you a foundation with which to move forward more fruitfully with. Damn, this is just channeling out my mouth like water. Boom. So first reading out the way. That was fire. Happy birthday, Queen Jezza. Ladies, I have a question. I learned that you have queens and kings, and then you have princes and princesses. All right. And I learned that the prince and princess rank is actually higher than the king and queen. Like you'll have the king of this land, the king of that land, but then you have like the prince of a land, which is like the overarching lord of the other kings. So, ladies, I have a question for you. If you have your rising in a fixed sign, you're a queen. If you have your rising in a mutable sign, you're a princess. Is it as limited to that? No. Do what you want. But for those of you who have mutable sign risings, do you consider yourself a princess? Because I notice all mutable signs are total princesses. Like they act like princesses. But what about those of you who have like queen suns, but princess risings? Do you like the aqua rising? Like Marilyn is high queen. Marilyn is high queen. But for those of you who are like fixed risings, mutable suns, or mutable suns, fixed rising, do you identify with princess or queen? Cardinals, you guys are generals to me. So as far as the tarot, the cardinals are the queens, but cardinals, you guys are rulers and generals. Cardinals are rulers, fixed are royals, and then mutables are princesses. All right. So you let me know. I've always wanted to kind of see what you kind of identify with that, but I mean, that's going to be different for everybody. All right, so that was the first. Libra is most definitely cardinal. Libra is the queen of swords in tarot. All right. But the queen rank is not limited to this system. Like you cannot have the fixed or mutable and still be a king or queen. Just letting you know that right there. But this is a way we kind of identify with it. Charismatic dictator, I love. And yes, I like that. All three in one. Because we all have the energy. Cancer rising is the cardinal bishop, the high priest, the high priestess. They become the solar king queen, and that now becomes the Virgo princess. All right. Or the master. I like to use master because princess does sound a little bit patronizing. So I use master for Virgo, angel for Gemini, ascended being for Sag, ascended master for Pisces, or genie, or goddess at the Pisces aqua cap Sag level. Anyway, let's go on to the next reading. So this first career reading, the lesson was the Seven of Pentacles. Your investment is leading into the Four of Pentacles. It's paying off. You're quite literally coming into, by the way, the terms I use, like for Cancer, those are just a few archetypes. There's so much more. The makeup artist is the archetype I use for Cancer. Of course, that favors a lot more women. So I want to kind of open up unisex ones and other ones. But yeah. So that being said, for those of you who have just joined, you are welcome to enter the ritual. Obviously, the intention. I love that. Thank you, Princess Olivia. That's amazing, and I love saying that because it's never flattery. Like I used to not take royalty serious. Astrology made me be like, "Oh, these motherfuckers is this." So like, I just love being able to call like I see it. But with that being said, the first reading we did was amazing because you guys put your intention into it. I'm just gonna assume that that's why. So I want you guys to do it again. Shout out to Ascended Master Joy. I love you too. I love all of you. Thank you guys for you could be literally anywhere. You're here showing your favorite NPC some love. All right, because we non-playable. Nobody can play us. I want you to put in your intention. All right, make any wish. We are, of course, manifesting it. We're amplifying it. You're manifesting it, but set any intention. All right. And then once you set your intention, it could be I want insight from this reading. I want to eat a taco sandwich, not just the taco, because why not just put it in a sandwich? And then set the intention that everyone else's intention comes true. You can say for the highest good at all, but it is what it is. So, and don't be scared. You can like the video. All right. And I like this idea. Let's get a little roll call. Where are you sending your intentions from? All right, comment down below. Welcome once again for those of you who would like a live reading. Oh, okay, shit. I feel you. Hey, shit. Peace dealer sandwiches. Let's get it. This next reading is going to be our romance reading. We got QC, we got the Shy, we got Texas, we got Virginia, we got Alabama, we got Virginia again, north of GB, Alaska. I like that. I like that. Peace from Connecticut, Indiana, St. Louis, Trinidad, KOB, got Texas again, Treasure Coast, Baltimore. So we really are pimping all over the world. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right, San Diego, Texas, SoCal. Yay. Hold on. Pittsburgh, Phoenix, North Carolina. I love that. We got the universe in the building, AZ, SoCal, Florida, New York, Indianapolis. I don't know if Indy is Indiana or Indianapolis, but we got Indy in the building, Mass, San Fran, Detroit, Cali, Canada, Scotland. Oh shit, ATL, North Carolina, New Orleans. Let's go. I used to call it New Orleans. I didn't know you weren't supposed to say that. Shy. All right. Got Texas again, Mount Shasta, Memphis. All right. Someone might be in Vegas. We got Indy again, Kingston, Jamaica, New York. And CAZ. Florida. Shy. I'm going down the list. Ain't no joke. Mexico. Okay. We got San Fran. So Indy is Indianapolis. Beautiful. Cheza, that's no problem. It's no problem at all. Yeah, I recommend you get the solar return. I definitely want to do a solar return with you. That'll be fire. Hyperversal. Let's go. We got BX. I'm assuming that's Brooklyn. We got New York, Yonkers, Illinois, Jersey, South Carolina, Texas. All right, shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Port St. Lucia. Yeah. Okay. So the underlying theme that we have, okay. Oh, the Bronx. BX is the Bronx. I don't know why I said Brooklyn. That's crazy. Yeah. So we do have The chariot as an underlying theme is saying that I hope you're not out here in your room wishing for somebody to just knock on your door and just basically become your partner. Because if you want, I know someone, Blue Flame has actually done that before. We got some psychics in the chat. Like, it's not impossible. But yeah, it's just not needed. All right. I hope you're going out and you're getting what it is you want. All right. You don't have to look for it. I think some of you feel like you have to go out and look for it. You never have to look for what you are. But you know, the chariot is saying when that opportunity presents itself, I hope you're not freezing and just like hoping that somebody talks to you when the opportunity is there. And then when they don't talk to you, you're kind of like frustrated when all you had to do was just take action. I hope you're not letting gender roles define whether you take action or not. And like, don't get it twisted. Some of your action may be to put out a signal, and if they don't pick up the signal, I'm not telling you to chase people. Oh no. Look, the chariot, you chase nobody. Chariot is talking about you're with the shits. This is a card of victory. This is a determination and focus that's so powerful. Some of you don't even have time to date. Some of you aren't even interested in romance. And that's really a good focus. The chariot is as an underlying theme letting you know that, uh any shout out to you, man. Any you know, opportunities you have to exercise your will, go and take that victory. And the angels are here to support you. So if you're in a synchronicity at the right place at the right time, take the action. It is a certified guaranteed dub. Even if it doesn't look like it and you just get rerouted, don't be a coward and don't shirk or waste your confidence. Okay. So, you know, all right. That being said, the main lesson we have for this romance reading is the Four of Pentacles. So we're back where we started. The Four of Pentacles, I want to think is and we also have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles is talking about this reading is for you watching right now. Glad you could make it. All right. This is a reading. This is a romance reading for you. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles, one, especially with the challenge as the Knight of Cups, is some of you might be very stubborn. Some of you are having the balance, not wanting to fuck with anybody, with also still being romantic. That is so hilarious. It's like, it's not like you're being introverted or hermit. It's like, I think now, given a lot of what it is you've earned, I don't think a lot of you are in a rush to have somebody take it away. And the Knight of Cups could be someone who tugs at your romantic strings, but you don't know if they just want your pants, or if they're actually long-term potential. Now, this could also represent a grounded long-term union with somebody who's very romantic. This can also represent you, because it does, especially relative to the Knight of Cups, balancing you being in a financially stable place, even if just relative to the stability of your approach towards relationships or being stubborn. Um, and still, as a challenge, the challenge is to still be romantic. I'm going to be completely honest. Um, some of you may not, and now let me take this to another level. What the Four of Pentacles means in romance is no romance without finance. So Four of Pentacles is saying that a lot of your intention in love is strictly financially based, especially with the Chariot, because many of you kind of doing your own thing Okay. So with that being said, um you're not really looking for someone who just wants to share with you their time and feelings, right? And that's where for some of you this Knight of Cups could be somebody who really likes you, is very romantic, but what is his bread looking like? What is his bread looking like? Or for some of you, you're wondering like, do I want to trust her with my, because I finally just opened up like how so whether you're a man or a woman, this isn't the collective read, this is for you, by the way, this is for you. Okay, so of course I'm going to make a general really good question, but like whether you're a man or a woman, finances and stability are huge, which you would think is normal, right? But no, this is like a very exerted defense. It's like, yeah, you're cute and all, but like, what's that credit score? Please let me know, because I'm not trying to wait. I'm not about to waste my time. I feel like some of you have already dealt with the romantic people, and it's like you have a nice heart, but like, what's up with your wallet? You know what I'm saying? I feel like, but see, the thing here is, this is the underlying thing with the Chariot here is many of you aren't even pressed on like how much money they have as much as are they doing shit with their life. Like, is this some kind of artist that's just floundering? Are they moving forward? Because you're moving forward and you're not trying to entertain people who are really just about to kind of hold you back. All right, so that Knight of Cups for some of you watching is you. It's the romantic aspect of you that, I mean, you've been so focused on your success, it might be a challenge to be romantic, because some of you are so disillusioned with romance. You know what I mean? Like, you're not really feeling it like that anymore, especially so like this is a challenge. So you're being challenged to move forward romantically. Romantically meaning, what do you feel? How is it that you play with your emotions? Are you bumping Usher? Are you bumping Summer Walker? You know what I mean? Like, what gets you in the mood? For others of you, this Knight of Cups is a challenge you're dealing with, where you might be screening them to make sure if they're worth doing that. So the underlying theme we have, we have the Emperor as the foundation. So once again, like, we had the Magician as the foundation towards the career reading, your talents. The foundation for this reading is the Emperor. And I want you to see how the Emperor is looking towards the Knight. So for you men watching this, it's like you got shit on lock. Do you feel me? You're the Four of Pentacles, you're the Emperor, you're on your shit, but how do I reawaken romance? How do I reawaken the desire to really date again? For women, some of you are looking at certain romantic people wild because, like, some of you are frustrated that you might be wearing the pants. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to wear especially a lot of y'all on your soft era. You're not trying to be hard anymore. So seeing the Emperor here, it's like you're looking for a daddy to fill this position. And it looks like you're literally on a job interview. Like, are you filling this position? I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this, because it's like this night that's romancing you, like, oh baby, what's up, baby? You're looking cute. And they don't know you're a whole emperor inside. You're not the empress. Like, oh, you're cute. You're like, motherfucker, what's your 5-year plan, my nigga? Like, what the fuck are you trying to do? They don't know that this is how you're thinking. They're just all like, oh yeah, let me spit some game. And you're like, well, what you talking about? Like, they don't realize this is how you operate. All right, this is already hilarious, because like, well, that doesn't mean that the Knight ain't on their shit, but like, you don't want all this wishy-washy shit. You got your business. You ready to go? Okay. So this is where I feel like for some of you ladies, your challenge is to be in your soft era. But we didn't get the page, we got the Knight. All right. So just something to keep in mind. You're still on your shit, you feel me? But yeah, that's very interesting. Now, the past we have is the Nine of Cups. So before we had Judgment, the Nine of Cups is satisfaction. So it's like, I feel like some of you don't feel, there's no card of feeling jaded or bitter, but there is this sense of protecting your satisfaction. You coming into your fulfillment, wishes coming true, knowing what it is you want, especially seeing how this proceeds the 8. It's like you want to make sure that people aren't trying to be coming towards you because they want what you have. Obviously, they want what you got, but it's like, oh, now that I'm up, it's like, wow, right? Which, once again, there's no kind of undertone of bitterness here, but it's interesting that we're moving forward from this sense of satisfaction. You filled your cup. This wish come true isn't necessarily like people gave you this. You know what I mean? And the crown we have is the Knight of Wands. So the crown of this is this spontaneous movement. So with the Knight of, I'm not gonna lie, out of all the night, like all the knights want, ladies, for once again, for the males watching this, you're on your shit, my G. Like the Knight of Wands, you have, whether you're a man or a woman, you have the grounding and discipline of the Emperor, but you have the spontaneous vision of the Knight of Wands. Let's go on a road trip. Boom, you grab the keys and go. But it's still controlled. It's still organized. You're not about to, if you pop your tire, the Emperor is going to take care of it, whether you're the Emperor or you're rolling with them. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I feel like if the knights are someone you're dealing with, all the knights want to get in your pants, ladies. The Knight of Swords is going to kind of just talk too much. The Knight of Pentacles is going to be a bit boring, but very practical and reliable. But the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, and the Knight of Cups, Pisces, they want to get in your pants. Like one is romantic and Justin Bieber, like charming, and the other is freaking Jamie Foxx. You feel me? Like the Sagittarius, wild. Okay, they're gunning for your panties, and you're probably going to be romanced, and it's not a bad thing. So that can counter with the serious energy you're coming with. Now, I don't want to look at this as it's an odds. This also could very well be the balance of these different energies, where someone with this lighter energy is able to provide more excitement, but just keep that in mind. Now, the next step here we do have is, oh my God, the star. I can't believe I'm looking at this. Oh God, it looks like it's frozen for me again. How is it on your end, guys? Do you see me? Am I glitched? Black screen. That's so annoying. All right, I'll be back. Oh, I'm back. Oh my God. Okay. So the next step we have is the star. So this is beautiful because not only do we have the 9 of cups, we have the fulfillment of these wishes through the star. The star comes up when maybe you've had to kiss a few frogs, okay, to get to the real whatever. The star card now, backed by the knight, is saying that this could be someone very influential, famous, well known. The star card is talking about literal ideals coming through when it comes to this relationship. It's coming in back to, especially for those of you who've lost faith in romance, for those of you who've lost faith that you will recognize your soulmate, this Knight of Cups challenge and star is opening up space for a soulmate. The star is, if anything, twin flame recognition. Okay. Thank you. I didn't even realize I said that. But like, it's very rewarding because you filled your own cups only for it to be matched with someone else who brings this almost transcendent level of supernatural connection. So this is most definitely talking about supernatural connection. This is the next step. We also want to keep in mind that Venus is getting ready to come into Aquarius, even though that's the 5 of Swords. It's still very, very beautiful. Okay. So I want you guys to kind of have hope, because what you're getting ready to step into, the Knight of Cups is a proposal. So some of you are, if you're married, this could literally be just like your partner being romantic and wowing you. If you're single, this could be a proposal. For some of you, you're getting ready to propose to somebody. Okay. And that's where it's that challenge. How do I get back into the groove? Or how do I just update it? Some of you never lost it. All right. So that's beautiful. The star during Aquarius season, 9 of Cups to the star. So this is a total fulfillment. All right. You're coming up as, of course, the Queen of Pentacles. In the other reading, you came up as the Queen of Swords. Whether you're a man or a woman, this is talking about the high intellectual and high grounded mastery of your physical. You nurture yourself well, especially for you women who are watching this. You are showing up as the queen. You are showing up in 2 readings as the queen. Okay. So this is why your approach is very serious. You're quite literally getting approached by knights as the queen. Okay. And this could feel like maybe there's a mismatch, but really there's star quality to this connection. The knight really could just be the attitude that this influence is kind of approaching you with. And you're 6 of Pentacles, material success. So you're looking rich, my friend. You're looking full of opportunity. Let's be honest. Like, you're looking like you're giving out money, like you're very stable. And even if some of you don't feel like you have money in the bank, that's a lie. Like, you're holding yourself very well. Whether you have money or not, you clearly have money though. So let's just stop fucking playing. I'm just making sure we're clear. This is really beautiful, the space that you're coming from. And the guidance we have for this reading is the 3 of Pentacles, Lord of Material Work. So, all right, your romance reading is actually connected to career. The outcome for your career reading is, now that you're establishing this is going to open up the space for you to partner. So this romance reading is you connecting with someone, whether they're famous or not, or influential or not, they have star power with you, and you are working together on a project. The 3 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups is putting in the work towards a relationship that lasts a lifetime. But when it comes to 3 of Pentacles alone, this is as a guidance saying, what is a practical way you and someone who you are engaging with, romantically or platonically, but this is a romance reading, that you can work together, you can make money together. And this is your focus once again. You're not trying to bullshit with people. You're not just trying to date people, you want to build with people. Duh. So there's that. And the outcome we have to this reading is temperance. So we are seeing the unification of complementary opposites. All right. Even if you're the younger person, we do see you're bringing a more mature approach to a more youthful figure. And you're both going to combine your expertise, and this is going to create stability and balance. We have the star and temperance. Okay, going from the 9 of Cups to the stars and temperance based on this firm foundation with you on your shit. Okay, so this is a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. Okay, and oh my God, I just dropped another glass. This is so annoying. It's the second glass I dropped. That's probably an omen. That's beautiful. We cracking glasses out here. Yeah, I actually stepped on a piece of glass the other day, and I bled a little bit. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But it's cool. It's cool. Opa! I'm cleaning the energies. That's kind of what I feel about it. It's like, it broke. I completely just dropped this shit, but it's cool. I felt good. I'm not gonna lie. Once it dropped, I felt energy release. So I just kind of felt like, I didn't feel like a, oh, it dropped. I just felt like a breakthrough is here. Fuck it. I got so much more cups anyway. So yeah, I really like that temperance card as an outcome. Um, many of you have been opening space for this next step romantically. And the temperance card as an outcome is through this teamwork, right? Through a lot of this working together, this is going to establish synergy and alchemy through a spiritual union that will balance what you were missing and what they were missing. All right. Even though you're whole within yourself. So that's really beautiful because the temperance is the angel that holds the vessels to eternal life, the vial. All right. And this is what I think is bringing a much more magical element to this. I'm going to sweep this glass under my feet. And while I'm doing that, for those of you who've just joined, I would like for you to send another intention for the last reading. We have a live reading on deck for those of you who are still interested in live readings. And yeah, feel free to join the queue. Ashley, you will be first. Thank you. And for those of you, once again, who've just joined, Adriana, I see I also got your PayPal, so I will be pulling a card for you too. Oh, shit. Whew. Okay. So I want you to, of course, pour your intent here. Set the intention for anything, insight. I want a taco sandwich. I want clarity. And then set the intention that everyone else's intention comes true. Okay. I am in nothing but my underwear right now. So I'm going to, I shouldn't even have said that. No. TMI. Here's the broom in my hand. Oh no. Oops. That camera. I didn't mean it. Oh no. Oh shit. I forgot I was sitting down. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Okay. Yes, I am very comfortable. Are you still? All right, guys, I'm going to play an interlude. Don't timestamp my panties. I'm going to put on an interlude while I sleep this. And then after the interlude, we will be back. No way. That is a crime. Thank you guys for your patience. Yes, I've been working out for anyone who wanted to know. Although I think that's also TMI. All right. We back. I'm going to put this interlude like I promised.
Yeah. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Like getting hard, that's the reason you call on God. I am the reason that you'll be calling off from that little stupid thing that you call a job. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. Alright now. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. That's right. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. You got a heart of any disagreements, I had to call it off. Wishing on a star like this was a Maserati. Baby, now you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. Solo flight. The red and the blue pill just might be some Adderall. Game me so sick and I don't need a Tylenol. Don't need your 2 cents, I ain't even asking y'all. Even if you give it, I am not mad at y'all. In this demonic world, it's raining cats and dogs, lions and tigers and bears and the rats and frogs. Yeah. Just gotta ask if you motherfuckers mad or not. Cause y'all motherfuckers is living in wherever you wanna go. Shit getting sitar, just that like music. I got a big catalog showing everything humanity getting wrong. Yeah. We were just going in spirals and circles. I just think I had my eye on a Virgo. Trust me, my lady, like I wouldn't hurt you. I wanna merge you, what we created, the sky be purple. I ain't Harry Potter, but let me go get my magic wand. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Like getting hard, that's the reason you call on God. I am the reason that you'll be calling off from that little stupid thing that you call a job. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. You know. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. You got a hard head because of your body soft. Any disagreements, I had to call it off. Wishing on a star like this was a Maserati. Baby, now you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah.
I think the REFUNDS might be some perkies, y'all. Minds are diluted and drowned in sorrow, dawg. I be in space while I'm watching directions, y'all. If I land on Earth, I'm going bananas, y'all. This that flight music and planning that magic route. Flying back to back with no detour after all. Yeah. When you in routines, extracting the wisdom, dawg. Don't give a fuck about your calcified chakras, dawg. I study lines in the dirt like a sigil war. Go to a whole nother world like it's Dragon Ball. Before the masculine, there's a container, y'all. I'm with the pilot, we don't need a license, dawg. How the best photo don't come with an angle, y'all.
Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Like getting hard, that's the reason you call on God. I am the reason that you'll be calling off from that little stupid thing that you call a job. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. You got a hard head because of your body soft. Any disagreements, I had to call it off. Wishing on a star like this was a Maserati. Baby, now you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah.
Not even gonna lie to you, I had no idea that there was even a remix. I'm trying to find out who that was too. Yeah, I had no idea I played the remix. Who was that? For real. Planet 9. Someone called Planet 9. Shout out to Planet 9. All right. Yeah, we all right. We all right. Yo, that's crazy. So, please once again set your intentions. Set the intention that other people's intentions come true after you place yours. Zeta, thank you. I got your PayPal. You're Gucci. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. Woo! Once again, don't be afraid to hit that like button. It's your friend. Julia Payne, welcome to the Eternal Vibe Tribe once again. I hope you are enjoying your membership. I'm going to do the extended magic moon message, and the cosmic energy tune up is available. So let's do the supernatural abilities reading. This is like life purpose part 3. Right, Scorpio Moonwood. Shout out to Team Hipsy, by the way, much appreciated. All right, so underlying theme we have for this is the Nine of Wands. All right, the Lord of great strength. The Nine of Wands is an underlying theme, is hitting hard. Saturn in Sagittarius, especially for those of you born in 85, 86, 87. This is a pressure that's coming through with feeling that, how do I want to put this into words? There's the 10 of Wands is Saturn in Sag. So this is actually Moon in Sagittarius, by the way. But instead of having this feeling that everything is on your plate, this is the determination and the experience that you've gained with your own abilities. The Nine of Wands is talking about how you've developed your own sense of discernment through the experiences that have made you a lot more wise, through being deceived and learning from who to trust relative to who is legitimately the real deal versus who is a goddamn fraud. Okay. This is also speaking towards what came through intuitively is some of you may feel like you never had formal introduction to how to understand your abilities. And it's like everything that constitutes understanding this is all on your plate. You feel like it's all falling on your hands, but more so you have this defensive posterior that enables you now at this stage more than ever to discern what is authentic versus what's fake. Okay. And yes, you're, instead of giving up on your abilities, this is the determination and perseverance that pushes you through. The reason why this is very important is the Nine of Wands, Moon in Sagittarius, is going to come up when you have mastered the ability to brave very chaotic experiences. So experiences that would weather a lot of people down, you've gone through the experiences to where you have grit. All right. And I like this as an underlying theme for supernatural abilities because this grit has a lot to do with the storm of psychic attack or the psychic attack through the storm of frequencies that you have been having to field with everyone else on the planet. Of course, not everyone rises up against the pressure, they fold. But this is you strengthening the Lord of great strength. You're coming into greater strength by weathering the storm versus just giving in. So the main card that we have for you is the Five of Wands, the Lord of Strife. The Wands energy is talking about the chaos and life force of your spirit. The Five of Wands is talking about one, embracing competitive scenarios that help you stand out, but two, through this clash of wills and egos, this is you being put in conflict and struggle so that through that struggle, like a butterfly that grows its wings, you are keeping sharp. Five introduces that element of change that, of course, creates friction. All right. And the challenge we have here is the Ace of Pentacles. So you are getting ready to manifest more materially and tangibly elements of your power. For some of you, this is instant manifestation, literally bringing things out of thin air. But the Ace of Pentacles as a challenge is challenging you, one, to sustain new income, new foundation and grounding using your abilities. And this is very important because some of you may not realize that there's nothing wrong with your ability to have a job. There's nothing wrong with your ability to do certain things, but your higher self is putting you in places of struggle so that you have nothing else but your abilities and ingenuity to rely on. For example, um, one day I realized that I have the ability to write down on a piece of paper what I want, and it happens. Has it happened every time? No, but it happened consistently enough that I know it's something that I can perfect and master, and it's not just in my head. This wouldn't have happened if I was in a position where I had all the money I needed. I wouldn't have even felt the need to do this and now teach myself, oh wow, I got the power. All right. This is also saying you are on the verge of taking, like the Five of Wands is talking about all of you watching me. You don't have just one superpower, you don't have just one gift. This is true because you don't just have one sense. Okay. So you have been taking different elements of your attributes, and the Five of Wands is almost different aspects of your consciousness competing with each other. Certain powers getting, like, there's certain abilities that are hard to tap into because they dull other facets of your abilities. So the Ace of Wands is you putting it all together to manifest it. That's the challenge. How can you create it from outside of just the mental into the physical? Okay. Or outside of the passion. The underlying theme here we have is the moon. So the moon is the bedrest of your psychic abilities, dreams, and the occult. This is a foundation of you being awakened to your true supernatural and psychic potential. Psychic in the sense where everyone has the capability to think, everyone has the ability to intuit. So not psychic in the sense where, oh, you're going to hell because you practice psychic a bit. You're always have you everyone is always going to have the intuitive ability to sense. So you either develop it and you understand it, or you don't develop it, it becomes your shadow and you start blaming the devil, or you start blaming outside influences for your own subconscious trying to get in touch with you. Okay. The moon is talking about the symbols and the synchronicities that have been guiding you towards this greater exploration of your soul. All right. And this is the fertile ground on which this seed is growing into a magical beanstalk. I like how the past position we have the Judgment, the Nine of Cups, and now Universe of Fulfillment, especially for those of you who've received your Saturn returns. But even if you didn't, this is saying that when it comes to your superpowers, you've graduated. So, like, this Ace of Pentacles is representative of your thesis or your PhD. It is the evidence of you putting together everything you've learned on this journey to move forward. And I love, it's a very powerful card to have in the past versus like an outcome, because it's saying that this is behind you. You shouldn't be in a position where you're learning new stuff about it. You've learned everything you have to learn about it. All right. It's really putting all these wills together. And the crown we have is the Knight of Cups. It makes a return. The Knight of Cups is very beautiful with the moon as a foundation. I love how all these cards are aligning, especially with the other readings we did. The Knight of Cups is moving forward. We had the Knight of Wands, which moved forward very passionately based on the grounding of the Emperor. We had the King of Swords that moved forward like an expert based on a skill set of the magician. The Knight of Cups moves forward romantically, in love with life. The Knight of Cups is you moving forward, co-creating synchronicities with the universe. The Knight of Cups is literally you listening to your songs, dancing to your songs, and you're like, pretty little unicorn. And then you look to your left, and then there's a truck that says pretty little unicorn, like you're on the flow. And having the foundation of the moon means that you're tapped into the well of your soul. Your imagination is flowing. This is the source of your own subconscious that you're able to draw from freely. All right. And that Knight of Cups vision enables you to move forward, not too intellectually, not too analytically, not too passionately, but psychically. I don't even want to say emotionally, psychically, in tune with your tune and frequency. All right. The next step we have here is the Queen of Cups. I don't mean for this to become somewhat romantic, but the Queen of Cups connecting with the Knight of Cups, even though the Knight isn't facing the Queen in this deck, is talking about filling up your cup so much more with greater depth. Now, let me talk about what this really means. The challenge the challenge for this is to manifest your technique. I think up until this point, many of you have exhibited and expressed different facets of your power, but you have yet to put it all together. Like some of you have had prophetic dreams. Some of you have also seen glimpses, whether through an instant recognition, you've had claircognizance. Others of you, or the same people, may have also read people's minds. How do you take these different facets and put it together in something grounded? That's what you're getting ready to do. Not only are you getting ready to do this, the Queen of Cups is saying that this Knight of Cups perspective that is enabling you to believe is taking this graduation of experience and having you move forward, mastering your psychic power and potential. The Queen of Cups is both dealing with someone who sees you energetically and tunes into you, and it's also you. It's you moving forward in control of your cup. It's you moving forward so free to express this wisdom of your emotions. So it's interesting how the mastery of your passion and the development and mastery of your emotional intelligence is a huge factor towards the mastery of your superpowers or abilities. You're coming up as the Princess of Wands, and the Princess of Wands is interesting, highlighting the Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands. You are in excitement. You are in excitement of your potential now that you've broken through an initial level of what you are capable of and what you are here to accomplish. And so this is putting you in a position to take risks and maybe do things that you're not used to doing, especially with the 10 of Pentacles around you. So there's a wealth of knowledge and wisdom. This coming next to the universe is not even just talking about financially. This is talking about the traditions that have guided and aided in you mastering your abilities, whether through programs like animes and movies or actual lineage, people in your lineage who have guided you from the other world or for this life. Okay. This will be available for God Squad members and Infinity Club members. Okay. For those of you who do want to catch the replay. And the guidance we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, you would think, is a bit boring in a superpower reading, but since the challenge is the Ace of Pentacles, this is saying this season you're going to manifest more tangible quality and psychic power towards the feeling and the natural quality of your ability. Like Ace of Pentacles is saying you're able to replicate it, right? So the Knight of Pentacles is saying you're going to manifest it. The challenge through this guidance is to keep it consistent. The Knight of Pentacles holds himself accountable to showing up at the same time every day for the work. They're reliable. You want to become reliable for your ability. Your power, if it was conscious, is saying, I'm making itself real through you. I want you to be my knight, and make sure you practice me every day. This could be expressed through an actual Knight of Pentacles who is an accountability partner, especially with the Knight focusing on the Queen. This could be this lesson of faithfulness and devotion marrying unconditional love, all right, relative to your own internal world. And that is Virgo. As a minor arcana, the Knight of Pentacles is the consistency of Virgo. So the outcome we have is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. If we had gotten the King of Cups and Pentacles, this would be quite similar, opening yourself up to not only be a container of wisdom and a counselor, but to express this very powerfully. But instead, we got the Ace, Knight, and Queen. Okay, I do see this theme. Like, look at this is not a coincidence. We got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be connecting with someone romantically and platonically in order to kind of open each other up. But I get the sense that the Queen is going to denote the feminine quality of your power, grounded through the pentacles and felt through the cups. So the outcome of this reading is enabling you to master a lot of the grounded quality and psychological wisdom of how powerfully you are making concrete your abilities. It's important to know that the challenge with this ace is still taking everything you've learned and sparking something new. This technique you form with these abilities are going to secure not only wealth, but also the ability for you to basically live anywhere. Okay. And this is very powerful because there's a very practical sense of this reading that isn't making this wishy-washy and like, oh, you just have to believe in your powers. A lot of this is through the repetition of tapping into your emotional pool of wisdom and intuition, and through tangibly practicing what manifests through you, so that this can strengthen, because the knight turning into the queen or transitioning to this queen power or dealing with the queen is coming into higher wisdom. You're going to initially step into a lot of how it is you personally activate and perfect this, and then the queen is bringing this into full mastery. Repetition is the mother of influence. So that was beautiful. I think that's a powerful reading. This is going to really birth a lot more value in yourself, because you'll learn the value of your power. Instead of just looking at it as like, oh, an ability, you're going to really come into the tangible understanding of what its value is, where its place is, how would, if you created services, how you would charge for those services. Shout out to Twin Starseed. We had an amazing reading. We had an amazing interview or Zoom last night or last afternoon. It was very fun. All right. So thank you guys once again. For those of you who would like a live reading, I will pull a card for you. All right. We are going to start with Ashley. All right. Just seeking confirmation for the next phase of my life. I got you. Good news. I have finished Astro 101, by the way. So it's currently rendering right now. As soon as it's done rendering, I'm going to, share it with a couple people, see if maybe it needs to be edited a little more. But yeah, Astro 101 is ready. Paper call is going to be ready this month. So we're getting ready to move forward. And I'm just going to go back to the drawing board and complete a couple more series. But yeah, Astro 101 is done. I'm going to work on Astro 102 next. Astro 101 is Meet the Planets. Astro 102 is Enter the Zodiac. For those of you who would like the replay once again, that's available for God Squad members and Infinity Club. It's included in your tier. Ashley, underlying theme we have is the Magician. So I love that you told this to Solomon, because this is exactly the same for you too. You are exactly where you need to be, but the Magician speaks more on you have all the skills, all the tools. You have everything you need right now to move forward from where you are and to step into the next stage. So this confirmation comes from not only within you, it is you. You want to look at everything that you've accomplished and everything that you're capable of doing, and it's everything you need to accomplish what you want to, even if you don't see it yet. Now, the main card we do have is the Four of Pentacles. So not only is this confirmation, it's saying that you're stepping directly into financial security that you've created on your own merit, and wealth and status. Okay. So you're going to be sitting pretty on more than just pennies. But I like that this is coming from your skills and your talents. It's everything that you quite literally made come from thin air yourself. All right. Next, we have Adriana. Okay. Thank you. The card we have for you, underlying theme here, is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is saying that the emotional intelligence you have been building is opening up more of a pool of wisdom Oh yeah, that'll definitely be awesome. Shout out to you, Danielle. And this is enabling you to discern so much more with just your psychic ability. You want to really tap more into your heart and the emotional intelligence, your unconditional love. Uh, this is saying to, the Queen of Swords is if you want to really be more detached, Pentacles grounded, Wands passionate. This is saying not to lose yourself and be emotional, but to move forward with your emotional intelligence, which you're doing really great. Okay. And we do have the Nine of Swords, despair and cruelty. So the Queen of Cups is your ability to empathically feel what other people may be going through mentally. And you being empathic may be feeling other people's negative thoughts and emotions. Because you are healthy at this emotional level, this helps circumvent, of course, any kind of depression or mental instability that may be around you. But I see that the more you kind of open up to be a container, because this could be experienced by just people just dumping their problems on you and sharing so much. So just be very mindful that as this arises, this is going to be symbols of what's clearing so that you can step forward. And that's why I'm so glad we got the Queen of Cups as an underlying theme, because it helps kind of allude that the Nine of Swords isn't really strictly just you. Should it just be you, this is going to be you really clearing this, overcoming the dark night of the soul. But I see more you using your emotional intelligence to really help others get out of their own way. And you're also going to be clapping back on any psychic attack towards you. Last but not least, we have Zeta. It's the King of Pentacles that fell out. All right, Zeta, we do have the High Priestess. Your intuition is on fleek. This is just like the lady before with the Queen of Cups. This is just more emphasized on your psychic ability. Trust what your soul is revealing through the intuitive revelations. The synchronicities are not just in your head, but this is really kind of saying as an underlying theme, be mindful of these revelations, especially through dreams and just insights, because they're going to come back around so much more powerfully. And we have the Seven of Swords, which once again is so interesting. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, High Priestess, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is talking about deception. So the High Priestess is saying, be very mindful, because if you feel that someone is deceiving you, it's not going to be in a confusing way where it's like, I think you're cheating me. Like, you're going to pull receipts. You're going to be able to use your intuition to discern what's happening before it happens to you. The Seven of Swords now is also talking about moving forward strategically and not letting people know everything that you're intuiting so they can't gaslight you. But yeah, just be mindful of that in both ways. You're going to see it coming before it happens. Trust your intuition. All right. It's literally as simple as that. It's going to really help you overcome maybe what might have been there to trip you up. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. As always, it is a pleasure. Once I end this broadcast, your intentions will release. And I hope you enjoy how they come back full circle. You guys stay blessed as always. And until next time, peace.